Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and ain't God good? Oh, yes, He is. Oh, yes, He is. I know my children probably saying, Mr. Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every Saturday morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok. Enoch. That means my children sure know what to say. Look, the other day I'm talking to my nephew, right? My nephew said, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew. What's up, nephew? Uncle Andrew, will there ever be an end to racism? So yeah, there'll be an end to racism, nephew. As a nephew, your generation is the key, nephew. That's what they know, nephew. They worried about your generation, nephew. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, or Instagram. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Nephew, your generation is the key, nephew. You guys are coming together as one. You don't see all this color stuff like the grown-ups are trying to portray out there. Y'all are working together to end this racism. And that's why they want to get rid of all the books and all those different things. See, nephew, you got it. Uncle Andrew, what? Uncle Andrew, why is everybody saying, that we're never going to come together? Because they got the ISIS and all this stuff. Nephew, that's God's plan. Nephew, that's God's plan. Let God do His work and you do your work. White and blacks coming together, Chinese, all races coming together as one. See, the only problem, nephew, I recall a long time ago, it wasn't that long, but like I said, it did sound good using all them L's, right? Bill Clinton said, if you want to get rid of a lot of things inside inside the United States for racism and everything, you got to get rid of all the old heads in the White House. That's where the racism started, nephew. It started with everybody. It started with the head, nephew. All the folks in there, nephew, are racist. I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them are racist. That's why they passed all these racist laws, nephew. But your generation, nephew, y'all are game changers. Uncle Andrew, how we game changers? Uncle Andrew, I don't see what you're talking about, Uncle Andrew. Nephew, let me give you a story. Back in the day, I think it was probably about 1980, I'm going to say 86 maybe. 86, 87, I believe. I was working at Kroger in Germantown, I believe. I could be off on the years, but Kroger in Germantown, right? And I was working around a lot of people, a lot of different races, right? Black, white, Chinese, all races, right? And I became cool with these my coworkers, right? And they were Caucasian. Like I said, people say you don't see color. We see color. You know what I'm saying? But they were cool. They were like my brother. Like I said, we look, nephew. This is the thing. This guy, I think his name was Matt Price, and Matt was cool from working at Kroger. Was cool. We started hanging out and everything, right? And he wanted to come home. I don't know, Saturday, I think it was Sunday, I believe, and eat dinner with them. And he said, Lee, man, my dad is a racist, man. But he said, I told my dad, if you don't accept Lee, I'm done with you. See, that's the game changer, nephew. See, the white parents, nephew, they don't want to lose their children, to this racist stuff, especially when they know that it's wrong. This man, nephew, who was a racist nephew, I ate at their dinner table. Okay, Andrew, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. This is not make-believe, nephew. Racism gonna change through the children. See, back in the old day, nephew, they were passing racism down from generation to generation to generation to generation to generation until they came up now. In 2026, nephew, we still doing some of the same old nonsense we're going through. But your generation, nephew, y'all gonna change all those things, nephew. All those things. And Billy, this other white guy was talking with Billy. I mean, Billy was just like brothers. I can forget Billy's last name, but Billy was cool. I mean, Billy has a real conversation. We made racial jokes to each other and had no problem with that. See, that's the problem, nephew. Once things start to change, nephew, you can make those racial jokes, nephew. Everybody sit there and just laugh. Man, you crazy. But until then, until we get rid of some of these people until they really die off and all this stuff just die out, it's gonna be like it's never gonna change. But your generation, nephew, y'all are the key. And also God is working through all of y'all. God gonna come when God put His hand down on these evil doers, nephew, like George Bush said, He gonna change the whole game. Uncle Andrew, do you think I could be a president of the United States? Yeah. I don't think nothing. I know you be president of the United States of America. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing, that it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. What if? What if, nephew, if you add God to your diet? I guarantee you, nephew, all these things are going to change, nephew. Racism has been here since the beginning of time. beginning time, But things can get better through your generation. Y'all are the key, nephew. Y'all the key. And sometimes y'all don't even see it. But they know you guys are the key. That's why they're trying to put all these barriers in places to stop y'all from coming together and working together. But you can't stop what God has ordained. No matter what you try to do, when God has did His work, that's that on that. Uncle Andrew, how come I feel funny sometimes, Uncle Andrew? That I feel like when I go for certain things, I feel that my race, my color, my skin, Uncle Andrew, gonna stop me from getting certain things. It will, but be mindful. When God is for you, who can be against you, nephew? God works through people. He's gonna always have somebody in there, nephew, that's gonna shelter you from harm, and gonna protect you, and gonna also give you those opportunities that you deserve. Like I said, that's why I say, when you make it, don't hold your hand so tight, nephew, nothing get in, nothing get out, because you are a game changer. Okay, you really believe that I'm a game changer? Yeah, I believe. No, I don't believe. I know you're a game changer, nephew, because you got courage. You got courage. It takes courage, nephew, to do the right thing. A lot of people don't have courage. Now, lately, it's just in the government, the women got more courage than the men. Ain't that something? What you down there? The women got more courage than men. Men are stronger. They might be stronger, nephew, but they're weak in certain areas. They're afraid of somebody else going to do to them. A woman, when she's protecting her children, nephew, go back to the animal kingdom. You got a male lion trying to attack a female lion's cub, right? She's going to attack that male lion to protect that cub. That's a woman. And the women today, they're doing the same thing in the government. They're the only ones that are going against the grain of trying to do things the right way. The men were cowards. These men, why they're cowards. But your generation, y'all a game changer. So nephew, do you understand now, nephew, about for this with racism? But would there ever be a time racism in? Yeah, I kind of got on getting it, but I'm still kind of indecisive on getting it. I don't know. You know what, nephew? I don't know racism gonna ever end. It's gonna end, nephew. Nephew, look at this way here, nephew. Everything has a beginning and an end. Surely as you're born, you're gonna die. Racism is here and it's gonna die. I'm just telling you, everything has a beginning and end. I got an expiration date. I got a born date and I got an expiration date. Racism got a born date, has an expiration date. When God gets tired of all the nonsense going on, He just separating things right now, nephew. That's all He's doing. So, and I got anything else, nephew? Oh, no, I'm good, Uncle Andrew. I love talking to you, Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, you got so much knowledge, Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, I always want Uncle Andrew. How come you ain't president of the United States? I didn't run, nephew. If I would have ran, nephew, I'd still been running. I'm just playing. So, nephew, that's it. Uncle Andrew, one more thing, Uncle Andrew. What is nephew? You got another question? No, I got another question. Uncle Andrew, I love you, Uncle Andrew. And Uncle Andrew loves you too. So, that is, yeah, that's it, Uncle Andrew. Look at good people. Talk to your children. Your children, like I said, the youth, they need somebody to guide them in the right direction and be that foundation for them to grow. For all of our children to grow. Now, get rid of the racism stuff. Get rid of it. We don't need that. Because if the world wants to be free and the world wants to be what God meant for it to be, there'd be no starvation. There'd be no homeless people. There'd be none of those things. We got to get out of our selfish way because the money that we're making, we can't take it with us. So why not help somebody? And while you're helping somebody, you know what you're doing? You're preserving your place in heaven with God. Because if you don't, because eternal life for being in the brimstone of hell, I don't want that. So like I said, that's why I always say, everything I have don't belong to me. So if I can help somebody along the way, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't care how bad you treated me. If I can help you, I will. That's as simple as that. So, like I said, with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast with If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people. If you want to have that real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God, thank you.